gracious and heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for all that you do for each and every day. For us, Father God, we just pray for Cody on this journey, Father God, as he goes shorter. And Lord, just bless this opportunity. Keep him safe, Father God, allow him to play to the best of his abilities. And Lord, just let this day be glorious, Father God, for all his hard work that he's put in, Father God. We love you, we praise you, we honor you. We ask these things in your precious and holy name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Well, they want to stand up. Well, my name is Billy. I'm Cody's dad. I have the special privilege of helping raise this fine young man. This journey started a long time ago, and this is kind of it's a special time. We've been waiting for this day for a long, long time. And just so a lot of you know, it's a special opportunity to go and play at the next level. And it's something he's always wanted to do, and God's given him this opportunity. So we've got a few people that are special from his past. I just want to introduce Steve McDonald. He was his youth coach for the Sharpsburg Stallions, and I remember some things from a lot of things from those years, but one of the things I remember especially from the Stallions, when Cody was little, when he got his first chance to actually run the ball, they said, all right, it's going to be a 22 dive. And it's just the two back, going through the two hole. Well, Cody gets the ball, he goes, he didn't get 2 steps, and he got hammered. And just nailed, laid out. And Coach said, we told him to go through the 2 hole, and he did what we told him to do. So, it was, he's always been good at following instructions, especially from coaches, not so much at home. So, I wanted to hand this mic off to a few of these guys to say some things, and maybe share a memory or two of Cody over the years. So I can let Lisa go first.
So I'm Lisa. I am a karate instructor at the Championship Martial Arts in Noonan. And well, he was my student. So, of course he listened because, if he didn't, I'd just kick him in the head so I could back over the period. No, I'm just kidding. He was actually a great student. The crazy thing for me about this, and that's what I was joking around with the parents about, is that, these guys keep getting older and older and bigger, and I'm just staying the same. I think he was 7 years old when he started with me. And then in a few short years, he got his black belt. And it's crazy because adults don't really stick with things for 3 or 4 years of their lives. And that's exactly what Cody did with me. He stuck it through, he got his black belt, and a lot of times people think that's it, right? You're starting a journey, you're trying to reach a goal, and you get it and you're done. But not Cody. He got his black belt and he kept going. For not a year after that or 2 years after that, he trained for years after that. And when we talk about black belt excellence, that is what we're talking about. Because it's not about karate, it's not about the punches and kicks that we teach, it's about building awesome humans. And that's what this guy is. So when I was told he was going on to do amazing things, although I'm super, super proud of him, I am not surprised in the least because he's an amazing leader at my studio. I know he's going to continue on to go and do amazing things. Anytime I pick up the phone and call him and be like, hey, you want to do this demo? You don't want to do this performance? Help this class out. He was always there. He was the best leader in the class. I could call him in at any moment to be a representative of the community, and that's because I trusted his character. And I think that's going to continue on from now on forever. So super proud of this guy. I'm going to go ahead and give him a hand all on my way. Hey, Jesse, you're up, dude.
Hey, I'm Jesse. I'm the youth pastor at Crossroads. And Cody, I'm going to do this because it's kind of awkward, swerving behind this thing. And I've only known Cody for 2 years. And first thing I would say is that I did not know you did karate. I also would love to see you perform karate. I feel like that would be something that would be highly entertaining for all of us to watch. Am I right? So, in the 2 years of knowing Cody, it's kind of interesting because we came in during COVID and all that kind of stuff, and Cody was nowhere to be found and didn't show up hardly at all because of obvious things. But then, for some reason, You showed up like one time and then you showed up for every single time after that. And what I can say is, I also played basketball in college, and so I want to say two things. Is that the level of the character that's required to endure college athletics is something that most people don't even understand. I didn't understand it before I played. And so what I can say about what I know about Cody is that you have that character. It's not just one where you're going to, you're all about the hype, you're all about the, maybe just the sport, but you have the endurance to not just play on the field, but also to take care of the classroom, to take care of the social life, and that your character will carry you through. Because if you have a weak character, if you have a soft character, you'll get there and you'll cave to all the pressures, you'll cave to all the issues and stresses and stuff like that. And so even though I've only known you for a year, that character is super obvious. I guarantee you that anybody that knows you would stand and say that yes, Cody is a man of character and of godly character. So I did want to say this other thing too. In James, there's no internet here. None. James, ESV, word, it's not even working. James. Well, anyways, James chapter 3 talks about wisdom, right? And the wisdom from above, not like earthly wisdom. And so the wisdom from above is like understanding where your place is in your relationship with God, and then using that wisdom to determine what you do, and that's where you are, right? Pursuing God, what does God want from my life? Not just what I want, not just what people want, but what does God want? And making decisions through that. That if you continue to have that kind of character and make decisions with that kind of wisdom, the whole thing will be a breeze. And I know that your family already is proud, the school is proud, and everything. I'm proud of you. I look forward to coming to games and getting free tickets. It's going to be great. Just kidding, not really. But anyways, love you. And, there you go. This is Make It Happen.
Just said, my name is Nathan Hagen, and I've had the privilege of being Cody's small group leader for, I guess, about 4 years now. Well, it was 4 years ago that we started. We go all the way through high school. We get to senior year, and he says, I'm going to hold myself back for a year so I can play one more year of football. I'm like, all right, that's what homeschoolers do. So the rest of the guys that we've been with for the last 3 years went on to graduate. He stepped around, so and I think it's proved it's worth it. When you say, I think 4 years ago when I was first kind of getting to know the guys, we were hanging out doing different stuff, and we're asking, we're going around telling each other what our plan is, and I think he literally one word answered, what do you want to be when you grow up? He said, football. And that's kind of his answer and everything, right? So. At the time, he was listed, he wanted to play, football. He listed some of these Division I at the time championship teams. They're not anymore, but and so he listed his teams, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't know, because he's a big guy now, but he really wasn't that big, 4 years ago. He didn't have the muscle mass he has now. And I'm thinking, it takes a lot to play in any school, going to college to play any sport takes a lot of work. And I just, at the time, didn't know if you knew exactly what that looked like. And throughout the years, talking to him and doing different stuff, he started to progress and put more work in. And it was like every time I texted him, he'd be like, we're going to the gym and practice, working out. And so, for me, selfishly, I was like, well, Cody's not even in the group anymore. He's always, playing football. But I think for him, it's just proven his work ethic and dedication to achieving this goal of being able to go play football at the next level. And so, obviously with that, we just want to encourage you as you go continue to work hard in football. But I also want to just remind you, football can't be your number one priority all the time, right? And so, you've gotten to this point because God has a plan and purpose for your life. And so, my encouragement to you is to always put him first. And let football be second, but academics be second, but relationship be second. Your relationship with God's going to be first. And if you do that, then I think football's always going to be good. Friends, family, you're always going to be good. Academics good. No matter what happens, you can trust that God's going to plan for your life. But I do want to encourage you with that, and just recognize the achievement that you made and being here today and the work you put in. So I appreciate you letting me be part of your life, and thank you to your parents and let me be here today and do what we got to do.
I coached Cody when he was 17 years old, so I'm talking about a little fellow, right? Touch on Billy's 22 dive and Cody got run over. After that, next practice, I brought him a video. I was like, you gotta watch this video, you gotta run it hard. I showed him where Herschel Walker ran over Bill Bates in college football. I was like, man, you got to run this football. So he did. So I put him, he played both ways all the time. Send him on blitz, we did a sack, we did do up the middle, see him break one loose for 40, 50 yards. He was a little on the slower side, but he got us tough yards when we needed him to. So, Cody, man, good luck to you. It's going to be tough out there in the real world. You're boys are bigger than I am.
Yeah.
I was big problem. I was just saying, I don't really know why I'm here. I can't just, like, why I'm here for you. And I coach Chloe, and she's an athlete.
Oh.
You never know. I will tell you one story. So it was 2017, anyway, Cody was playing basketball, and we were missing one of our girls' basketball jerseys, right? And we just couldn't find it. It was NSL's number 50. So I'm sitting there watching the JV boys play, and I still have this picture of you checking in the game. And I turned around, yo, why does Cody have a girls' basketball jersey? And why does he have, I don't know where he found it yet. Man, it's just out there in a girls' jersey. Didn't care. But I will say, man, you have earned everything that you've gotten thus far. I was talking to Coach Joey a couple of days ago, and I still remember it was like, you start working out in body flex, I think that's where it was. You were posting those cringy pictures of you working out and stuff like that. I'm really good. But that's what it takes, that drive. I don't care what anyone thinks about this. And just 3-4 years of that, you've earned, like I said, everything that you've gotten so far. So your school's about to get a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal family. I will say, I always, end of this, the kids going off to the regular schools who go to college, don't y'all forget about it. Okay, you don't forget about them. We have a support group here. Anytime you call somebody, got a number, don't be afraid to reach out. Okay, all right, appreciate you, man.
He was a lineman for a little while there, one of your 8th grade years.
Yeah, he was a center that year.
Yeah. One thing about Cody is he's, always been a team leader. Even as an 8th grader, he always trying to step up, try to be at the next level already. One advice for Cody, I know a little bit of college ball, this isn't the end, this is the beginning. You think you work hard now, work harder tomorrow. And enjoy it. Like Justin was saying, it's going to get stressful, hard. You have the support group here, so don't forget, it never hurts to think of phone call, text, whatever. That's fine. Just don't forget about that. It's still getting life. So, but yeah.
I'm going to start with Billy and Rebecca. Great kids come from great parents, And as a football program, we're not just losing coach, we're losing them and everything they've done for us over the years.
Billy unfortunately had to be on the sideline with me, and I was very passionate to him a few times. He took it well. I'm hard to deal with on Friday night sometimes. So I appreciate everything y'all have done. Okay, and, y'all are a true football fan in every sense of the word. Fun fact about Cody: some of y'all may not know, he's played football here for about 27 years. He was here. I left. I came back. He was still here. No, but everything everybody else is saying about him, 100% true. Anybody that knows him is going to say the same stuff. You know, he checks all the boxes. Dedicated, determined, dependable. I don't know how we're going to feel his leadership next year. Nobody outworks him. That's one of the reasons his leadership works. If you want to know how to be a team player or leader, come talk to him, or talk to people that know him. He was invaluable to this football team the whole time he was here. He had to move around a lot, played the O-line. I mean, he's probably played every position for us at some point. Whether it be we're short or we moving, never complained. 2 seasons ago, playing quarterback, everybody sees that as the premier position on the field. And because I always make decisions for the team, I pull it. That's pretty easy for somebody to lose a job like that and pout and cry. And the only way that I knew that he was upset with me, because we would talk all the time, and he wouldn't talk to me for about a week. But nothing else changed for Cody. Cody still outworked everybody on the team. Cody still went in that position to be the best that he could be at that position. And that's just the epitome of a team player. That's the epitome of somebody that is there to make everybody else around them better. So, you know, we love you. Don't know how we're going to move forward after. We'll figure that out. We'll build somebody else. Proud of what you're doing. Proud of where you're going. Most proud of how you got there. You know, nothing given you. You work for everything you got. The same advice you get from you hear this from us every time we say this to somebody. You're going into a new life with new challenges, and keep God first in your life, and you'll be all right. And like Gerald said, you got friends, you got family, you got a coaching staff here that you can call anytime. So anyway, we're proud of you, son. All right, love you.
One of the funny things that I think of when I think about you is that homeschoolers has got a really, really good situation going. We moved you forward to play varsity football, then we backed you up so you could stay another year. You know what I mean? So we've been able to move you around like we needed to. And it's worked out well for us. You know, we've had a lot of kids come through here and play, and we've had a lot of kids, but I'm going to tell you that I know of 3 kids when I think of 4, when I think over the years and think about leadership, heart, dedication, commitment. And that's, there's 4 kids that come to mind, and me and Paul have been around here a long time. You've been around here almost as long as me and Paul. But, you know, when I think of Cody Earle, there's 2 things that come to my mind: hard work and heart. Let me tell you something, son. You know, it's inspiring for a coach, it's inspiring for anybody, but it's especially inspiring for a coach to watch a young man come out there and to play with the love and the heart for the game that you play. about each kid. But each kid, when I do this, I try to think of something about them. I don't want it to be like just a thing that I rattle off because it's another signing or whatever. So I try to wholeheartedly look at the guy that's going on and it's played for me, and I try to think of things about him. But I'm gonna tell you, 4 people's come to my mind whenever I'm thinking about love for the game, heart, and that's inspiring to a football coach. When you love football as much as I do, to watch one of your players put in and play week in and week out through practices and all the way you play. You know what I mean? Hey, and I've seen you get your world lit up, and then I've seen you jump right back up, run back to the ball, ready to go in. You know, mental toughness, you got the whole thing. Moving forward, keep Christ first in your life. As you move forward now, going to shorter. You know, every time we talk to a coach about you, college-wise, they always say, all right, let me know, you start telling them all the stuff about a young man or whatever, they always say, okay, but all that stuff, let me know what you really think. That's what they all say. They want to know, they don't want to hear the car salesman trick, they want to hear what the real deal is, you know what I mean? So I said, okay, you want to know about Cody? Cody, he'll come to your football game, he'll outwork anybody you got up there. And he'll have more heart than anybody you got on the football team. And I say that with all sincereness. That ain't just Carl, talk to me, I'm telling you the truth. And that's what I tell each and every one of the coaches. And like Coach Marshall from Shorter, I said, hey, get him up there on campus. And I told him, I gave him a challenge. I said, after 3 months of having him up there in fall camp, you call me and tell me what you think on all that. He said, okay, I will. And I know what he's going to tell me. I do, because I've seen it. All the years you've been here, I've seen it carry on. Character-wise, a great Christian young man, great leadership, and Cody's been a leader, vocal and action-wise. It's easy for a kid to come out and say, hey, I'm a leader because I'm getting in your tail because you're not blocking hard enough, you're not tackling the guy. But you know what? When the rubber meets the road, it's all about how you play. No matter what you talk or how you say it or whatever. People want to see what you do when you play. Right? Well, Cody's always been able to perform at a high level that way. And I'm just super proud of him. I can't wait to see you go on to the next level because I know you're going to do great because I know you got the work ethic, the heart, and everything you need to go forward and be successful. Keep Christ first, and it won't always be easy, but that's the way you get through it, is with Christ. So follow that, and hopefully you learn something from us here that'll keep you out of jail. We might come bail you out.
Well, it's Cody's Day. I want to thank all y'all for being here today, and all you guys, all his teammates and friends over there that meant the world to him, and to us as parents. Because most of you have been in our house for the night. You're there. Most of you are there at least once a week, so it's good to have you there. I know our refrigerator will thank us. When you go to college, we don't see y'all much anymore. Some of you might just come in and sit down and start watching TV like some of you do. So, but you're always more than welcome in our house. But we had a real fun time this last year doing all these camps and all these things. Got to spend a lot of time with this guy that we probably wouldn't have gotten to do otherwise. And it's just been a ride this last year. I'm gonna let his mom say something, and then it's Cody. Say what you want to say. And his mom's
I will cry, I know me well. I just want to say how proud I am of Cody because I've seen the hard work that he's put in and the commitment and the dedication. He's given up family vacations, he's given up friend vacations, cruises. He's given a lot up for football because he loves it and he's dedicated and driven and determined and passionate. He never misses a practice unless he's deathly sick. And I'm just,
He's still good.
yes, and then he still goes and gives it to everybody on the team. So anyway, all jokes aside, I'm very proud of him, and I thank God that he has put Cody where Cody needs to be in this moment, because I truly believe that because we prayed from the very beginning that God has put him where he's supposed to be, and that makes Mama proud. And I know that Coach Morrison and the other coaches are going to really pour into him and help him build his faith and help him to grow as a wonderful young man.
I just want to thank everybody that supported me over the years playing here, and all the church events and karate classes and everything I've been to over the years. And, that being said, I'm going to take my talents and athletic ability to Shorter University.